Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Higher Source Tarot. This is your weekly tarot check for the week of May 10th through May 17th, 2020. And I just want to start off by thanking everyone who's been watching my readings and liked, commented, subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate that. And if you're new, I'd love to have you as a subscriber and tap the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. So last week I did a love tarot check, and then the week before that I had a monthly check, and then I also did a seasonal tarot reading for the months of May, June, July, and August. So if you're interested in the summer months, that's posted too. So today we're going to do this week, but do keep in mind that time is fluid, okay? It's not necessarily happening in a linear fashion like it's just contained to 1 week, so you may find the energies have been, you've noticed them in the preceding weeks, and they may even creep into the next couple weeks. We'll see how it goes. Also too, if the reading doesn't resonate with your sun sign, check out your moon, your rising, or your Venus, because I find oftentimes I get comments about those resonating with people. So don't shortchange yourself by just looking at your sun sign. This is for Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. This is for Sagittarius, May 10th through the 17th. So you start off with Monday, you've got the Two of Pentacles. Then you've got the Hanged Man. Did I say Monday? I meant to say Sunday. So we go Sunday to Sunday. Start off with Sunday, the Two of Pentacles. The Hanged Man Monday. Tuesday, you have the Fool. Wednesday, we've got the Ten of Wands here. Thursday, the Nine of Cups. Friday, you've got the Seven of Swords. Saturday, you've got the Ace of Cups. And then you end on the Seven of Pentacles here. So overall the energy is, it actually feels really good. You have Earth here, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And you do have fire in Earth here. Did I say, I said Earth, sorry. You have fire here, so Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But you start off here with this Two of Pentacles, so they've definitely got a decision to make, and I don't think it's going to come quickly. I think you're going to be pondering this for a while. Some of you, it feels like it's work-related or money-related, where you're kind of contemplating some kind of a purchase, even a home for somebody here. It's like a home or a move or something like that. And so, of course, that wouldn't be concluded in one day for most people, but I do think you've got a bit of analysis paralysis, where you're kind of like, which is unusual for Sagittarius. You're not one to really struggle in that way, but it almost feels very watery to me. Like you could be with a Pisces too. Maybe you're dating a Pisces and you're talking about moving in together, and there's just a lot of, maybe we should wait and that kind of thing. So on Monday here, I like the Hanged Man because this is all about changing your perspective. So the whole Rider-Waite deck is the Fool's Journey or the Soul's Journey. And when the soul meets the Hanged Man turns upside down to see the world from a different viewpoint. So this is all about surrender to win. And I do think for some of you, you're going to be trying to give up on some old ideas that haven't been getting much result. So it may be that this Two of Pentacles is somewhat of a debate with somebody, and you're going to decide to be happy than be right. I think for some of you, it's like I've got this ongoing debate, and that's going to deliver you to freedom. If you can do that, decide to be happy instead of right, you're going to get delivered into a big relief here, and I think it's going to help you too to move forward to some extent. So on Tuesday, you have the Fool. I always love the Fool because it's a 0, and that's infinite potential. This is a great law of attraction card. The Fool is a bit impulsive, so you may be feeling on Tuesday a little bit impulsive, and sort of like whoever this is that you're involved with that's having a hard time being decisive, you're going to probably want to push them a little bit. You're going to be in the energy to want to push them and say, come on, let's figure this out, because you don't want to sit still. There's a restlessness about this. But it's about a fresh, new, clean slate, okay? It's about a brand new beginning. And I think you want to jump off. You want to jump in with both feet and do the deal. I think you also, too, in terms of a commitment here, There's real love here. There's real love, and there is definitely a long-term commitment um, with this person. But I do think there's some differences in terms of your personality styles, where this person is more indecisive and you have more clarity, and there's something about that creates a little bit of an imbalance with the relationship. So that's one thing to think about and to consider, and we'll get to in a minute. We'll do an oracle card that might shed some light on that. But Wednesday, you've got this 10 of Wands, and this is definitely about feeling burdened. Some of you, this is probably more work related, where it feels like you've been doing the job of a few different people because there's been layoffs. And it's getting tiring. It's like, okay, this is not the agreement. This is not what I signed up for. It wasn't me doing 4 different positions here, but now I am, because I'm glad I still have a job. I'm glad I still have a paycheck, but this is not the job that I thought I was signing up for. And I do feel like you're gonna get some relief here. You have relief coming towards you. It's a 10 here, so it's a conclusion of a cycle. So that feeling of being burdened, of needing to be, it feels like you've just like been the point person for a lot of things too, where, it's like people are constantly calling and emailing, and it doesn't stop, and if you've got an Apple Watch, you might need to take that off and put it somewhere so you're not constantly being reminded when you have, an email that's popping up. But I definitely feel like there's been a burden there, and it feels like the heaviness is with work, but I also think some of it's related to this relationship with the indecisive person. At times it's like you get tired of being the one to pick the movie or decide dinner. Choices are powerful, and I think there are people in this world that really don't understand how powerful our choices. So when they make a choice to just be indecisive like that, it's like they're afraid of their own power. Thursday, this is really nice energy. This is the 9 of Cups, and this is all about wish fulfillment. So I do feel like you get to a place here, you get some movement in terms of, figuring out with this other person the direction of things. And I do think that you're somewhat pushing on them a little bit, prodding them a bit, has paid off. It feels more balanced, more reciprocal here. And this can also be about attainment of something material too. Like I said before, there's a feeling of wanting to move here, like getting a different apartment or something like that. And I know realtors in my area are beginning to have restrictions lifted. So some of you may find you're able to go out and look at houses if that's what you're doing, or a condo or something like that. You do have a bit of a trickster energy kind of plopped in the middle of this on Friday. This is the 7 of Swords, and this is a thief, right? This is the thief in the night that kind of tries to come in and steal ideas. So I feel like for you, the energy here is just to protect some of your own ideas. It feels like it's a different energy coming through, like it's somebody at work or something who's trying to take credit for things that you've been doing. And just be careful to read every contract. Don't rush through things like emails. Read it twice before you answer, maybe even 3 times before you respond, and make sure you're understanding the whole thing. But I do feel like this is very short-lived. It's just kind of, like I said, plopped in the middle of this. And it's just kind of almost like a bad episode in the day. It feels very episodic. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't connect great with the other cards. So it feels like it's just kind of a burst of somebody else's energy. Now Saturday, you have this Ace of Cups, and like I said, I think you have a really beautiful love here. It's kind of like you balance each other out. You have there's like opposites attract in this. You have different energies coming forward. So it could be, like I said, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you're dealing with. But there's a love that'll endure, and there's a big offer here. It's definitely a big offer of commitment. And it surely could stand the test of time. And, I think part of it is with this pandemic, looking around at the people who are still with us and really feeling appreciation for them, because there are a lot of people that are alone. They're in isolation by themselves, and it's been tough. So Sunday, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, and it's kind of like you're going, well, what's next? What's going to happen next for me on my path? You put in the work, in terms of finances too. You've been putting in a lot of hours at work. You've been doing the right things, and you've been very creative in it, and that's going to pay off. But you're wondering, where is this leading? This is kind of a stagnant, contemplative energy. So this would be, I feel like with the energies of the week, this would be a great time to just quiet your mind, go meditate, go take a walk, long walk outside in nature where you can just take everything in, really take in the beauty that surrounds you. And I do feel like for some of you, it's also too, those of you that are moving, you may have been working on getting a house ready to sell too and wondering how is that going to go in all of this economy. But it feels overall like it's going to go in your favor. So this is an oracle card for attracting more love into your life. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Well, and that's very true because you'll get what you focus on. So if you focus on things about somebody like indecisiveness, you're going to get more of it. But when you focus on their positive traits, you'll get more of those. That's who they will show up as. We'll close things off with the money and the law of attraction card. Money is not the root of evil or of happiness. This important subject of money and financial success is not the root of all evil, as many have quoted, nor is it the path to happiness. So when you're able to successfully control something like the subject of money that affects most of you all day, every day, you will have accomplished something rather significant. For not only is it certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence of that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. So you can really have, do, or be anything. Our thoughts do become things. So consider that as you go through this next week. So I love you so much, Sagittarius, and I'll be back again in a week for a mid-month May tarot check.